Hey everybody, Anthony here, SpecialtyMotorcars.net. Got a real nice treat to bring you this week, folks. As you can see, I'm inside my building here at the Specialty Motorcars home base. With this time of the year, I usually start doing my videos indoors as it gets colder, windy, and the sun sets earlier and earlier in the day. Makes me move indoors for my videos. So any of my new subscribers, this will be the new normal for the next 6 months here in southern New Hampshire. Anyways, want to bring you this sweet ride. It's a 2008 Mercury Grand Marquis LS. A beautiful one-owner car with 28,000 original miles. I almost said 27, but it rolled over 28,000 on my way home when I bought this car. I drove this car home. I bought it from the original owner's estate. It's a beautiful, like I said, one-owner example of this last generation Grand Marquis, the Panther platform, before it was discontinued in 2011. This is a really nicely equipped 2008 version LS with the fog lights, heated leather seats, dual power seats, cornering lights. You can see the white wall tires on the alloy wheels. The LS was the upper trim package over the GS models. So this is really well optioned. A real nice piece for daily driving, a nice car to have as a Sunday cruiser. Really, you can't beat the rides of these cars. They're the last of the big ones, really. It's an unfortunate thing, but one of the great parts of me buying and selling these cars is I get to meet a lot of customers and people out there who love these things. So I'm going to take you around this car, show you some of the details. Really, there's not a lot of stuff to point out as far as flaws and marks and dings and scratches, because this car is really well kept, garaged its whole life. You can see all the gloss and the taillights, how nice and bright the chrome is. You can even see the reflection of my Cadillac sign behind me there. Go up over the deck lid. It's a really nice, shiny, well-preserved car. Original double thin black painted on pinstripe. Goes down the side here. I just mounted 4 brand new white wall tires on the car. It's got the original alloy wheels here, 16-inch. The car had the original Michelin's white wall tires when I got the car, but they were dry rotted. Borderline needing to be replaced for tread depth too. But obviously the age, these tires had to be replaced real quick. It's got the keyless entry keypad here on the driver's door. The beautiful silver with gray leather interior. Come down the fender. Another 16-inch alloy wheel with a brand new white wall tire. Come around the front of the car. I mean, they made such little changes with these Grand Marquis. It's almost hard to pick up on. But one of the things with these newer versions is these cornering lights, how they kind of protrude out of the fender, where the other ones kind of were a little more flush as they came down. Little things like that. They changed the grille. They added optional fog lights, which this car has. This is a really nice example that was owned by a sweet 87-year-old lady. It was a living estate. She's not driving anymore, going into assisted living. So I acquired this car from there. Beautiful Mercury waterfall grille. You can see how really nice this car is. It's a beautiful example. I'm going to spin the car around. We'll show you the passenger side, then we'll get inside the car, under the hood, and inside the trunk as well. All right, we got the Grand Marquis turned around. I'll show you the passenger side of this beautiful 2008 Mercury Grand Marquis with only 28,000 original one-owner miles. You can see here, even all the back bumper of this car is really in nice shape. There's no dings or scratches or chips. Grandma really took good care of this one. This is, usually you see a little bit of road abuse, we'll say, but this one fared pretty well. Like I said, this could be one of the nicest Grand Marquis that I've had in here. One of the things, really the only thing that draws this car back and holds it back at all is something that's probably a little evident right now. maybe people don't notice it, but during certain angles, you can see it there, that the passenger side fender of this car doesn't quite look perfectly matched to the the passenger front door. At certain angles, certain lights, you see it better or worse. But if you run the Carfax on this car, it does show one accident where it hit an animal. And I asked the owner of the car who had this car, it was her mother's car, and she said she did remember at one point when her father was driving the car that he just caught a deer on this corner here, broke out the corner light, and did a little bit of damage on the front fender here. Now the damage was so minor though that the fender wasn't replaced. It's the original fender. Fender was never off the car. There was no structural damage or anything like that. And it was fixed at the Ford dealership that the car was bought new at, and they did a fantastic job for the most part. They even painted the pinstripe back on the car. Used all Ford factory parts, including the corner light, which tells me that they didn't cheap out and put aftermarket stuff in the car, which is great. You don't usually see that, especially as these cars age. It's not something that's normally seen when they use factory OEM parts. But the paint looks good. The consistency is real nice. And you can see even here, like right on top of it, you don't really notice it all that much. It's really kind of in this area. But the gloss on the paint, and like I said, they even painted on the factory painted pinstripe. Come down this side here, and you can see somewhere the Mercury logo right there on the corner light. They did a really nice job, excuse me, of fixing this car. Beautiful grille, nice and shiny. I think one other mark was right on the corner of this bumper here. Little itty bitty thing right there. "16-inch alloy wheel, a brand new white wall tire." Does actually look like it's got a little bit of a chip, something caught the edge of the fender there, maybe a door edge. But all on the bottom here, nice and clean. Now the 16-inch alloy wheel with a brand new white wall tire. Come down the back. I don't know if you can hear my feet squeaking in the water here. Hey, I'm just a little guy. I don't have a beautiful showroom yet. So I wet the floor down to kind of really bring out the shine of these cars. You can see some of my cars in the background too. Don't look at those. They're not for sale. Anyways, let's show you the inside of this beautiful Grand Marquis. I'll show you some of the features, and we'll take it out for a quick spin around the block, as well as looking under the hood and inside the trunk. All right, I'm gonna take you inside the 2008 Mercury Grand Marquis. But before I get too far in depth, everybody who already follows me knows this is when I normally plug my channel here. Specialty Motor Cars up here in Pelham, New Hampshire. I appreciate all my new subscribers. If you like what you see, if you like these big mom and pop cars, Grand Marquis, Lincoln Town cars and stuff like that, definitely hit that subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner and hit the bell notification. You'll see that, and that'll let you know every time that I post a car that I have new inventory listed, and you'll be one of the first to hear about it. So without further ado, let me show you the inside of this beautiful Grand Marquis. You can see here, really basic car. They didn't change these things much, but the great thing is they were so well built they didn't have to change them. People loved them so much they didn't have to change them. You know, even the door panel from 92 all the way up, very little changed. You got all four window switches, your door locks, your mirror switches, driver's power seat here, adjustable front and back tilt, and recline, heated seat, low and high settings. Right there you have your power trunk. Beautiful carpeting, really nice and clean. The switch on the side of the seat there you can see is your power lumbar. Beautiful leather interior. It's got a 50-50 split bench seat, which you just don't see in cars anymore at all, which is another reason why people love these things. They just didn't change them. They didn't modernize these cars. And the people who bought these cars and still today appreciate these cars absolutely loved that Mercury never did that. They were basic. They were well laid out, well designed, well engineered cars. You can see here all the wood trimmings. It's plastic, it's fake, I know, but it was luxurious for the people who bought them. Automatic headlights with fog lights. You even have power adjustable foot pedals, traction control, stuff like that. I'll show you more of that stuff as I get in the car and we get it started up. But you can see here how nice and clean and well preserved this is, all inside the door jambs. Really nice down the bottom. No rust at all on this car. This car came out of New York. It was just about 20 minutes west of Poughkeepsie. And garage its whole life, really well kept and well cherished, well preserved, and it shows. You can see inside the door jamb here, nice and clean, no rust, no corrosion. Back door panel, a nice big slab of fake plastic wood. Very basic power window switch, not even an ashtray here. It looks like an ashtray, and I'm sure in older versions it was. But as time went on, they started to back up on stuff like that and cheapen out, we'll say. But inside the back seat, real clean. I would doubt very many people rode in this car in the back seat. And you can tell by the condition of the carpet. Nice and fresh. Absolutely beautiful. I love this car. This is a really nice car. Probably one of the nicest Grand Marquis I've had. Let me get around to the passenger side. We'll show you the inside of the passenger compartment. And then we'll start it up. All right, let's show you the inside of this beautiful 2008 Mercury Grand Marquis on the passenger side here. That beautiful 28,000 miles looks like. You can see here inside the jamb, nice and clean, very presentable. Almost like new, really. Back seat is absolutely gorgeous. Really well kept, well preserved car. Inside front here. The inside of this car is so nice. Leather wrapped steering wheel. Both front leather seats in really nice shape. The leather is really nice and soft. It does have the power lumbar, which I pointed out before on the other side. Carpeting is all in nice shape. Dual split 50-50 bench. And then on the door panel here, same as on the driver's side, lock and unlock switches right in the common expected spot. And then you have your power seat adjustment here and the heated seat switch as well. Take a look inside the glove box, see what we got for stuff with this car. Original owner's manual here. Take a look inside there. We have the original wheel lock key, along with a couple Holiday Inn pens, it looks like. But let's take a look at the owner's manual here. Get this down on the floor. I do want to apologize in advance if this video doesn't go all that smooth. I'm getting back in my inside mojo. I like doing the videos outside, but come this time of year, we start doing them inside. And all the books and pamphlets, tire pamphlets, stuff like that, owner's manuals, all that good stuff comes included. 2 sets of keys. Original floor mats are in the trunk as well. So let's take a look inside the trunk, under the hood. We'll start it up and we'll take it for a spin. Let's open up the trunk of this 2008 Grand Marquis. Beautiful trunk in these cars. These have awesome trunks. Nice and deep, spacious. You can fit a lot of suitcase or whatever you carry around. If you're on the road salesman, they love these cars because they can fit everything inside the trunk. And best part is, it does have a brand new, unused, full-size spare on a steel wheel. Both front and rear floor mats, you can see there. Nice and clean, a little bit of soiling on the driver's side front floor mat, but all the other 3 of them are in really nice shape. You have your fuel pump inertia shut-off switch, which is common on a lot of these Ford products in the event of an accident. Close that down. Let's take a look under the hood as she's running. Right inside again. 4.6 liter V8, very common engine that everybody knows how reliable and dependable these engines are, and the drivelines they put in these town cars, Grand Marquis, Crown Victorias, and stuff like that. All under the hood is in really nice shape, nice and clean and presentable. Like I said, this car was a New York car, but it's lived a pampered garage life, and it doesn't show, any kind of crazy rust that you'd expect to see. Minor surface rust here and there on the chassis components. Really clean and really presentable under the hood here. All the nuts and bolts, plastics are all shown nicely. Newer interstate battery there. Just had a recent oil change. Down to the side here, you can see there's the sticker, the original Ford sticker. That matches the sticker on this side. That is the original fender. Very minor damage. Hood insulation. Two pistons hold it up nicely. Bring that down and closes flawlessly. So that's the inside wrap up of the Grand Marquis. Let's get it up on the road and we'll take her for a spin. All right, so we're inside the 2008 Grand Marquis, and I'm going to show you. I got two sets of keys here, two original ignition keys and two remotes. We'll start this thing up. Show you everything lighting up here. 28,000 original miles on this car. And this car was a dream to drive back. I averaged at one point almost 28 miles to the gallon on the trip back, which is insane for a big V8 car like this. You have automatic headlamps. You pull this out, you get your fog lamps, power adjustable foot pedals, traction control on and off. All your layouts of your heated seats, like I pointed out earlier. In-dash CD player. All the buttons here, these control the readout in the center of the dash. You can see here it reads your trip meters and stuff like that, your miles to empty, average fuel economy, gives you an instant, stuff like that, which is good for any kind of traveling. Automatic climate control, really nice set it and forget it type of setup here. You set it to a certain degree and it will maintain that. Nice big center console that folds out here with two cup holders. No cigarette lighter. Essentially, you could put a cigarette lighter in there. I think they sold these with smokers packages, but it's got this little plug here and a real nice clean ashtray. It's never been used. That slides down. So let's take this thing for a spin here. We're going to take it out of the building and take it for a drive. All right, here we go. I know, I'll put my seatbelt on. Pull out. It's dark outside. It's only like 6:30. I absolutely hate this. Gonna take it for a spin around the block here. I know it's dark and I know you can't see anything, but figured might as well. At least you can see all the dash lights light up. Car runs down the road, absolutely beautiful, smooth, straight. Really a nice driving car. These cars are so comfortable. Underappreciated when they were starting to tailor off these cars and bring the production down to a halt essentially. And then everybody cried years later when they said, "Oh, I don't know why they stopped making them." Well, because nobody bought them. Fleets bought them. Old people bought them. Old people were dying. And all the people that call me up and say today, "I wish they still made them." Well, you weren't buying enough of them. So anyways, so this car is going to get advertised here at Specialty Motor Cars, Pelham, New Hampshire. My name is Anthony. The phone number is 978-930-1004. You can check my website out, specialtymotorcars.net. You can give me a call anytime. Text anytime is all right as well. Check me out on Instagram, Specialty Motor Cars NH. You can also check me out on Facebook. I do a lot of weekly updates, behind the scenes type stuff. Whoops. Get on my side of the road. Price of this car is going to be $10,995. Any questions, you can give me a call. Like I said, 978-930-1004. And I appreciate everybody for watching and tuning in every week as I bring another one of these cars to market. Either I find them or I just buy them and pick them up. Take it for a ride. Accelerates nicely, shifts with the gears perfectly. Anyways, again, everybody, I appreciate everybody who tunes in. Thanks for all the love. Let me know what you think down in the comments of this 2008 Mercury Grand Marquis. And don't forget to hit that subscription button if you haven't already. My name is Anthony. Until next time, we'll talk to you soon. All right, another benefit to being back here at the shop is the lift is right here. I can show you the underneath of this 2008 Grand Marquis. Show you what it looks like on the bottom of the car, and show you that it looks just as nice, really, as the top of the car. Really a clean piece. Like I said, this car was from New York, but shows really well. Bottom corners of the bumpers, nice shape. We'll get underneath and show you a little bit of detail. Single exhaust on this one, does not have dual exhaust. I'm not sure what package you had to get the dual exhaust on these cars. Light surface rust on the rear axle here and the drive shaft, but aside from that, it's relatively rust-free under here. You got the coil springs up there, no air ride in this Grand Marquis, but you can see up there, very clean. Fuel pump. And down here, the belly of the car is in really nice shape. No leaks. There's really not even any damp oil or any kind of buildup or anything like that. Like I said, minor surface rust on some of the chassis components, but all in all, really nice. You can see up here, front bumper area, all the splash shields are present. Looks like there's a leaf cut up there. But even the front bumper is the original front bumper. You know, so this car was very lightly damaged. The original fog light looks like a little bit of a chip on the bottom corner there. You know, but they did a really nice job at repairing this car using the original Ford parts and repairing it to, you know, a good standard. So that's it. 978-930-1004. If you have any questions, you can give me a call anytime. Thanks everybody for watching.